What's up, Eagles fans? This is your boy Philly the Kid. What that boy done did, coming to you live from Norfolk, Virginia. My very first YouTube video. I'd like to thank everybody that's tuned in for watching. I'd like to thank anybody that cares what I gotta say for listening. Thank you. Now that that's out of the way, I'd like to explain to you why I'm making this video. Cause I'm fucking pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. I'm mad that we won the first 3 games of this season. I'm mad. Because it got me thinking that we was going to be something. Got me thinking we were going to do something. I'm mad we lost to Detroit, to the Lions, who we can't seem to beat unless there's a blizzard. And this game right here, just despicable. Despicable. Carson Wentz, complete 11 out of 22 passes for 179 yards. That's pedestrian. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Pedestrian. Pedestrian. You know how much this jersey costs, man? You can't be being pedestrian, bro. Kirk Cousins slinging the ball around for 263 yards. Every big third down completion, he making it. He ain't got no pressure. One time we get pressure, Michael Jenkins come up with a pick six. That was an indication that you might want to put him under pressure. His whole career thus far wasn't an indication that you want to put him under pressure. Jim Sports has got a blitz, man. This sending 4 rushes and dropping 7 in coverage ain't working. It's not working. We got to send people from different spots, different angles. We got to send some linebackers, some safeties, some corners. We got to get after people. Our D-line don't seem to be who we thought they were. Because rushing 4 ain't working. The Giants did it when they had Umenyor and Strahan and them guys. They got it done. Our guys ain't getting it done. Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox and them boys ain't getting it done. Benny Logan. Connor Barwin. Where he been? What is he doing? Besides making septic commercials. Jordan Matthews, 3 catches for 75 yards. I could go get in my truck, go to Lincoln Financial and catch 3 passes for 75 yards. That was our leading receiver. Our second leading receiver was Aguilar with 3 catches for 34 yards. Our number 1 and 2 receiver, 3 catches apiece for 109 yards total. No touchdowns. Come on, man. We got to do better than that. That right tackle they sent out there, Big V, what was that? Ryan Kerrigan was in our backfield the whole game. Pressure from that side the whole game. Steven Wisniewski sitting on the bench. He got over 100 career starts. Came to Philadelphia as a free agent this year because he thought he would get the start. Alan Barbie won the start guard at left guard. This start spot at left guard, so he on the bench. Right tackle experience. He upset he ain't playing. I'm upset he ain't playing. I'm upset. I feel him. Play him. He can't be worse than Big V. It takes a special kind of person to be a tackle in the NFL, to block the Ryan Kerrigans and people like him. It takes a special person. You said I said I'd drive my truck to Lincoln Financial and catch 3 passes for 75 yards? Yeah, I could, but I couldn't drive there and block Ryan Kerrigan. It takes a different kind of special kind of person to do that. And that dude that they sent out there today to block him ain't one of those people. He ain't got it. He might never have it. Where's our playmakers on offense? Where's our explosive playmaker on offense? Deshaun Jackson hinted earlier this week leading up to the game that when he's a free agent next year, he would consider coming back to the Eagles. I'm gonna dream about that for the rest of the year until we get done signing players next year. We need a playmaker on offense. We don't have any playmakers on offense. Our closest thing to a playmaker on offense is Darren Sproles. And he only gonna, you know what you're gonna get from him. You're gonna get some big plays, and then you can get him slapping the ball and doing all this other stuff when the play ain't there for him. He ain't nowhere on punt returns. He ain't doing that by the time they called him up on the punt returns. He can't. He had 3 punt returns for 31 yards today. That's how it's been through 5 games. So Matt Jones. I almost said Mike Jones because everybody know Mike Jones. Don't nobody know Matt Jones. Even Redskins fans didn't know they had a dude on the team named Matt Jones. But he ran for 135 yards. On 16 carries for 8.4 yards a carry. 8.4 yards a carry. Against the vault Philadelphia defensive line. Boy, they ain't having that. Clowns. I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted. 13 penalties for 114 yards. 13 penalties. Every big play was nullified by a penalty. Every big play. Last week in Detroit, the same deal. Matthew came through here, knocked our power out last Sunday. I had to go to the bar and watch the game. Same deal. Over 10 penalties for over 100 yards. So now we have an undisciplined team. So let's look at the difference between last year and this year. We're more undisciplined. We're slower paced offense. And we still drop the ball all the time. So I don't see a whole lot of differences. Play calling seems to be a little bit better. I'm so upset. I can't wrap my head around it. Like I said, I'm mad that we lost the first 3 games. Won the first 3 games. Like you had me thinking something. Like I'm Mr. Philadelphia, bro. You can't win 3 games to start the season. I'm Mr. Philadelphia. I start believing that stuff, man. I start feeling that. I order jerseys and stuff when stuff like that happen. I eat tasty cakes and some Hershey chips. I get some cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese. I be trying to go to the steak place up there on Tidewater Drive because they're the closest thing. What? You can't do that. I'd rather us just lost than to win 3 and then lose these 2, especially in the fashion that we lost them on all these penalties. Carson Wentz pedestrian performance today, 179 yards. Man, go ahead. I will say this: it's week 6. Season's not over. We got week 17. We sitting at 3-2. We still got more wins than losses. I still believe that this team could sneak into the playoffs. I still believe it, even with the league's toughest schedule ahead, which I'm gonna preview that. Now that I started make this video, I guess I'll keep it going. I'll make one Wednesday previewing this upcoming week. I guess let me tell you about these games right here before I go. Thursday night, San Diego beat Denver. That was a really good game. Phillip Rivers, vintage Phillip Rivers, and Antonio Gates' performance. That defense was hitting in San Diego. Every time a receiver for Denver caught a pass, they was getting popped. They was getting cracked. It was good to see that kind of defense out of San Diego. I remember sitting there watching. I said, I didn't know their defense was like that. I picked you guys to win this week. You guys got. I've already picked you guys next week too. So keep your roll. The Chargers, Buffalo over San Francisco, blowout fashion. 2 words. Chip Kelly. Tennessee and Cleveland. Tennessee beat up on Cleveland. Cleveland's still winless. Tennessee. Uh, I don't think anybody outside of their fan base was too excited to see this one. The Carolina and New Orleans, that was a great game. New Orleans had Carolina beat down, 21-point lead. Cam led them back. Great diving touchdown late in the fourth quarter, and then 2-point conversion to tie it. Left Drew a lot of time on the clock. He took it down there, and they kicked the field goal. You know, Drew could be suspect in those clutch moments of the game, but he pulled this one out. He marched them on down the field. I will say their field goal kicker had to hit like a 57-yarder to win the game, so, I mean, Drew could have gotten a little closer. You don't want to be trying to kick 57-yarders to win games. Jacksonville beat Chicago. Another game where the outside their fan base, I don't think a whole lot of people were interested in that one. But Jacksonville did get the win. Detroit beat LA in the shootout. That game was back and forth. Lions scored a touchdown on the fourth quarter, on a fourth down conversion late in the third quarter. Early in the third quarter, actually, I remember because I was watching it at that time when they scored a touchdown. Guess he called Detroit. You guys got some momentum after beating us last week. Beat the Rams. Hopefully you take that to Washington and go ahead and beat them boys. That'd be great. Miami over Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger suffered an injury. Was out for some time. Miami managed to extend a little lead. I think it was 8-9 when Ben went out, and Miami managed to extend the lead by the time Ben came back in. But even when he came back in, he was still hobbled. You know, Ben playing on one leg, maybe a half a leg. But, you know, Ben will be out there if he can be out there. But too little too late. Miami ran away with that game. I will say they got away with one because Ben got hurt. I don't think the better team won that game. New England and Cincinnati. Tom Brady, Gronkowski, career high receiving yards in this one. It was all New England. Cincinnati tried to, hang in there, but after halftime, New England just ran away with the game. KC and Oakland, Alex Smith, Andy Reid. Congratulations. Oakland was in first place coming into that game. I had a favorite to win that one. Didn't think you guys would pull it out, but you did. Oakland has an explosive offense and you kind of shut it down for the most part. Seattle and Atlanta, great game. I wanted Atlanta to win. I have no love for Seattle. Richard Sherman got away with pass interference on the last play of the game, so I will say that. But it shouldn't have been down to the last play of the game, but, Matty Ice. Matty Ice threw one away again. Dallas and Green Bay. Not going to talk about that. New York Giants at Baltimore. Eli pulled the win out. Beckham had a big day and had some romantic moments with the kick and net. It was good to see those two getting along. Giants got to win. They go to London next week. That's about all I got for this one. Let's see. Oh, look, we're at overtime here at Indianapolis and Houston. So the Colts and Texans are tied at 23 in overtime. That's interesting. It's Sunday night football. Who plays Monday night? The Jets, and the Cardinals. Cardinals should win that one easy. I think Carson Palmer's coming back. So that should be an easy one for Arizona. But Monday Nighters can surprise you sometimes. Let's see what's going on here. It's 1st and 10. Houston. Yeah, they're driving. They're at their own 40, so they're probably about 30 yards outside of field goal range. Early in overtime for these two. We'll see what happens there. But that's all I got for this week. Fly Eagles, fly. Thank you guys for watching. I hate the Redskins. I hate everything that happened today in the NFL. So that's that. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.